Hi folks, great to see you this week. First of all, my heartfelt thanks and appreciation for your outpouring of love and support when it comes to my father and what my family is going through at this time. Many of you shared in your messages that you are either going through a similar situation with your parents or you have recently lost one of your parents, and so you can relate in talking about this transition in life. And I really appreciate your kindness, your warmth. You have surrounded me with a warm blanket and made me feel like I am a part of a greater community. And you know what? In this game called life, we are all in it together. Our experiences are the same no matter how different we are or where we may live. And it's communities like this that really make us feel that we are woven in the same fabric. So I thank you so much for that. Now on to today's tutorial. Last week when I did my video in the yellow dress, you noticed that the hair was a little bit messier and wavy, and many of you had requested a wavy hair tutorial. So this look is actually incredibly popular right now. It's perfect going into the spring and summer months when we peel off the layers, we show a little bit more skin, and we want our hair and makeup to reflect sort of that natural carefree look. So this beachy wave look really mimics what you look like after spending a day at the beach when the water and the wind and the sun has taken hold of your hair and shaped it in a natural, beautiful way. It's a very loose and effortless look, not too much of a controlled curl, but again, it's a very soft, flowy look. You can do it with hair this length and especially with hair that's longer. And a couple of tools will surprise you in how you can do this. First of all, I've got two of them plugged in right now. One of them is my Hot Tools. The barrel is about 1 inch to 1.25 inches. So I'm going to show you how to create this look with the Hot Tools. And did you know that you can create waves with a flat iron? If you haven't seen that yet, this will blow your mind. So this is my Cloud 9 flat iron. Both of these are plugged in and they are turned on to a medium-high heat. I don't want too hot. And the reason for that is you are looking at 2-day, maybe 3-day old hair here. So this hair has been washed. It has the Got To Be Fantastic mousse in it. At the root specifically, it has the CC Caviar Cream 10-in-1, and that's mainly at my ends. And it has about 2 days worth of Kenra Volume 25 hairspray in there, because when I go to work and I'm anchoring, I have to make sure that all of my hair is in place, and so I hit it quite a bit with the Kenra. Needless to say, there's a lot of product going on in here, so I don't need to add any more, but I highly recommend doing this look not with freshly washed hair. You can, but you'll have to add product immediately to help get the waves to stick, and I'll kind of walk you through that. But what I'm going to do, this is untouched hair from this morning, so this is what I've got, and I'm going to section it. I'm going to do a lower section and then an upper section, and I will just sort of part it like so. Again, it doesn't have to be precise. It's just so that you can concentrate on the lower and the upper layers, and I'm just going to use a little clip or two to try to secure it. And I will be taking most of my hair and going back off the face, and I will start with the Hot Tools, and I'm using here very large sections, but what I'm going to do also to create a little bit of lift is just back comb a little bit on the underneath side right at the root, okay? And then I will take my curling iron, and the key is that you don't want to curl your ends. You're going to leave your ends out, and that's what gives it more of a looser, beachy look to it. So I'm going to clamp it, spiral, and then just let it go. And it's easier when your hair is longer. Right now mine's a little short, so the ends sometimes get caught up in there, but when your hair is long, it's easier to leave a good, I'd say 2-inch section of hair that isn't touched by the curling iron. So again, I'm going to come in here, I'm going to back comb my root area, and I am just going back with these guys. And I will make my way around. The thicker the section that you use, the looser and the wavier it will be. So if you can do thick sections, great. My hair isn't all that thick actually. It's pretty fine, but I have a lot of it. So I'm able to do this, but some of you gals may have thicker hair than I do. So you may have to use some thinner sections. The back, I'm just going to kick up those tiny little pieces in the back. I'm just going to give them a little lift there. Okay. Back combing. Now, if your hair is really fine or you don't have as much product on it as I do, you can always back comb, and then you can take your hairspray and just hit it with your hairspray before you put your hair in the curling iron, and that'll just make it hold a little bit more. That's up to you to really decide how much product you've got going on. But like I said, the dirtier, the stickier, the better. And I may hit some of these areas again as I go along. If I feel I didn't get enough curl or bend in them, I may do it again. Like for instance, I may want these guys to go back a little bit more, so I can just take it and hold it back, like so. And I will show you the flat iron when I have a little bit more hair to demonstrate with. These little guys going under. Be careful not to burn your neck. Can't tell you how many times I've done that. It looks like a hickey back there. We're too old for that. Well, maybe not. Just kidding. But again, be careful with the back of your neck. It's easy for that to happen. Okay, so once I have gone all the way around, I will then peel off another layer here. Okay. So here we are, up to the next section. Again, back comb. And here I'm going to demonstrate with the flat iron how you can do it. So again, same principle, but you're pinching and you are bending backwards and twisting. Pinch, bend backwards and twist, and you can create the same effect with a flat iron. It's pretty neat. And it also, you know, is a little bit easier with shorter hair to leave that section out to be able to get that straight look at the ends. So again, pinch, pull forward and out, start twisting, and pull the hair through. And there you go. Neato. So it's up to you, whatever look you like. Now here's something that I would like to throw out for you. When my hair was longer, when I was playing with the extensions, I would use the curling iron to blend both my hair and the extensions together. And so I would use either of these two. But what I would do is right now I'm doing all of the hair back. It's all going back. But in and around this section, I would do some coming forward. And what that does by going back and forward and back and forward, it creates sort of a natural look. It's not so consistent going back, but at the same time, these forward pieces that you do, especially when you catch some length in here going forward, it creates some nice fullness along the sides. So don't always feel like you have to go back with everything. Try experimenting with your own hair, doing some back and some forward, and see how you like it. But I just think mixing it up like that just makes it interesting. So you see that I'm just sort of going back and forth between the flat iron and the curling iron, just demonstrating the two and showing you that you have options. You don't have to go out and buy a spiral iron to be able to create this look. If you have a flat iron, you can do the very same thing. It's a little trickier because you've got to really hold on to this tightly and then twist to be able to make it happen. But you know, you can master that technique. I'm not worried about you. pinch and twist. There we go. Want a little bit more of a bend right up here. There we go. Okay, now we're up to our top layer. My part is sort of an off side part. Here's the middle section, and I can part it in the middle. My hair naturally tends to fall a little bit off center, so you can play around with this. You can do a full side sweep with the wave going here. You can do a center part and make it more of kind of a younger girl look, which is very popular to do the parted down the middle and then spiral it back. That's up to you. I always do my front hair going back. That way I can play with my part and decide in the end where I want to part it. I'm just going to take where it's naturally parting right now. Take a nice chunk, back comb, and back we go. So here I'm better able to demonstrate because I have more length. See how I'm going back, but I have my ends right here sticking out. So that's what you get. You get a spiral, but you get a little bit of flatness here at the end. Same with this grouping. Again, the thicker, the looser. And if you start, you can start your curl at different lengths of your hair. The higher you start it up to the part line, the more lift you're going to get at the part line. You can also choose to start it a little bit lower. Keep this part flat and then start your wave in and about here. That's up to you. It just depends on the look that you want to achieve. Since I don't have a lot of length, I'm going for a little bit of height in this look as well. Twist and back. And we are getting there. Okay, that section's been done. And all I'm doing is releasing the handle to pull my hair through and then stopping when I see about 1 inch to 1.5 inches at the ends. And then just pulling it down to let it sit into place. Same thing here, I'm clipping, I'm pulling forward, wrapping around, leaving some ends, and release. Clip, pull forward, twist, hold, and release. You'll be a pro in no time if you're not used to doing this. Clip, hold, twist, release. Clip, hold, twist, release. Clip, hold, twist, release. All right. Very good. I can feel a few pieces back here that I haven't gotten. If you have a mirror that catches the back of your head, lucky you. That's very helpful. Again, everything is going back, and I'm probably going to go in. There are some ends right here that I'm going to kick up a little bit. And all I have to do is just put them, and again, this is a slight bend. It's not a curl. Slight bend upward. And it works if you have a short bob. You don't have to do this if your hair is a little bit longer. But for me, I like to kick it out a little. Okay. Una más. Maybe. And I see one right there. All right. So from here, it gets really easy. You don't need a brush. You just need your fingers and a little bit of hairspray. And so now you just take it and you start to pull what you have created with your fingers and just create separation. That's what you're doing. You're just separating. all these pieces. Pull and separate. And you can just take your hand and shake it. Trying not to mess up too much all the teasing that I've done, because I still want to keep that intact. But at the same time, I am trying to undo a lot of the tightness so that you get that very natural, wavy, beachy look. So I take it and I pull, because I have a bob, so I will pull these front hairs a little bit more forward. And now this is the point where I decide, do I like my part where it is? Do I want to take it and I can play and do one of these, move it off to the side, which I kind of like. Because all of a sudden, look, because of the teasing that I did in my part line, I now have a lot of lift in the root. So I think I might keep this side messy bob going, because I do like the volume that's created here. So once you just sort of piece everything into place, and again, make sure you check the back, because you want to blend everything in so that there are no holes. And when you're happy and you know it, clap your hands and hit it with hairspray. So again, what I do is I will grab it by the root, I will lift, and then I will spray underneath. I won't hit the root, because there's enough teasing and there's enough goop in there already. So you want to set it on the ends and let the ends bind together, and that will hold your messy look. And this is where you just take your hands now and you piece and you play until everything is where you want it. I like to have, like I said, I like the swoop coming forward. So I will just take it and twist and scrunch until I get everything where I am happy. But this is a very fun, easy look to create. It's something, now you know, I mean, I've told you this, I haven't actually let my hair air dry so you could see what God gave me, but I have very curly, frizzy, kinky, naughty hair. And so I straighten it every day for work, and going from straight to this is very simple. But what I can also do, and I will also recommend this for my curly haired girlfriends here, if your hair is very curly and you wear it that way, by going through this process and using the flat iron or the curling iron to create this look, what it will do is it will smooth and tame your frizz. So you still have that curly effect, but it's a lot smoother and it's more controlled. So heat always works very, very well on frizz and curl, which is why it is my best friend besides you. So here we go. Very simple, beachy look, sprayed, and everything is, I think, in its place. I'm trying to catch in the back. Let me turn around so you can see what's going on the back side here. But everything is wavy and piecey, and I will go this way so you can tell. I hope I got everything. I sort of have mirrors in the back, but I'm not 100%. You let me know if everything's okay. So I hope you found this tutorial very helpful. I was trying to think of what to do next week, and I've been working out with our friend Paul, who's been kicking my butt and giving me some guns. So I don't know, if you want a workout video, he has a magic hat and he draws things out of them. And he says, okay, do this and hold this and balance with this and stretch here and lift here. And I'm like, what? But somehow we do it. So if you're looking for another exercise video, just give me a holla. Anything else, please let me know. I'm starting to now take pictures of what I'm wearing, because you always ask, what's going on below the chest here? So this is a lacy high collar blouse from Laundry. The pants are Michael Kors. I've got Michael Kors little shooties on, and I popped it with a silver belt and silver jewelry to go along with it. So there you go. It's sort of a transition, getting out of the winter, slowly into the spring with the sleeveless look, and I can always wear a jacket over this if it gets cool. So there you go, your outfit of the day. Comments and suggestions below. Please continue to follow me on social media. I'm in all these places, and I love to respond to you and answer your questions. So with our beachy waves, and boy, can we not wait for a beach. Please go out there, be bold, and be blessed this week, and I'll see you next time. Bye.